Students, welcome to the subject Software Engineering. Today we will discuss the topic requirement document, that is the software requirements document. The software requirement document is the official statement of what the system developer should implement. It is also called as software requirement specification. So, it must include both the user requirements for the system and detailed specification of the system requirement. In some cases, the user and the system requirements may be integrated into single description. That is, if the user and system requirements are small, then it can be a single document. If there are large number of requirements, the detailed system requirements may be presented in a separate document. So next, let us know who are the users of software requirement document. The users of requirement document are diverse, that is, they are of various types. They range from senior management of the organization who pay for the system to the engineers responsible for developing the software. So they are of users are of different types. That is, they can be senior management people who are going to pay for the system, or the engineers who are going to develop the software. Third point, as the requirement document has to meet the interests of variety of users, it has to be a compromise document. So, as there are different types of users having different interests, and if you are having a single document, naturally the interest would be compromised. Next, let us know who are the users of requirement document. So different users of requirement document are system customers, managers, system engineers, system test engineers, system maintenance engineers. So these are 5 types of main people who are going to use the requirement document. Now let us know for what purpose these people use the software requirement document. First, system customers. System customers specify the requirements and read them to check that they meet their needs. Customers specify changes to the requirement. So, the system customers, the software is developed for these people. So, naturally, they will specify the requirement, check all the requirements whether they have been met or no, and if there are any changes, they will mention those changes. Second types of users are the managers. So managers use SRD to plan a bid for the system and to plan system development process. So, as you know, the job of manager is to buy the software developed. So, they have to pay for it. Naturally, they will buy software which is of less price. So, they have to plan a bid. Also, they have to plan for the system development process so that system development is done well in time. Next category of users, that is third category of users, is system engineers. They use software requirement document to understand what system is to be developed. Okay, so these are the people who are really going to develop the software. So they use software requirement document to understand what is the system that they are developing. Fourth types of users, system test engineers. System test engineers use software requirement document to develop validation tests for the system. So, as you know, the job of the engineers is to test the software. So, they will carry out validation tests, and for this the software requirement document will be helpful to them. Fifth types of users are system maintenance engineers. They use software requirement document to understand the system and relationships between the parts. So, system maintenance engineer use software requirement document to understand the system thoroughly, because they have to maintain this system for long period, and for this they should know how the different modules are related to each other. Now the next is levels of detail in requirement document. So levels of detail, how much detail the requirement document should be, depends upon two factors. One, the type of system that is being developed. Second, the development process used. So the first, that is the type of system that is being developed, is for what function the system is developed, whether it is developed for marketing, whether it is developed for accounts, whether it is developed for production. All these types will be considered. Second, the development process used. So the development process also decides about the details that should be included in the requirement document. Next, if the system is developed by the external contractor, critical system specification need to be precise and detailed. So if you are taking the help of outside people, then you should necessarily specify the system specifications very precisely and in detailed manner. Otherwise, you may have to pay more. Next, the software can be developed in-house if there is more flexibility in requirement and ambiguity is resolved during the development of system. So there are certain times, that is, you may have to change your requirements very often, or there would be some ambiguity. In such cases, the outside people would not be of help. The software should be developed by in-house team. Okay. Thank you. Today we'll stop here. नागेश सर आजचं सेव्ह झालं का बघ एस्टेडे हे कशात बोलते अल्बममध्ये झालं पाहिजे फोटोमध्ये अल्बममध्ये व्हिडिओ हे रेकॉर्ड झालं माझं बघा का नाही रे आजचं कुठे झालं बघा रेकॉर्ड का नाही का हे 5च सेकंद झाले की रे
क्लिक करून बघा प्ले करा
प्ले कुठे ते
त्याच्यावरतीच
प्ले होईल ना
फक्त इथं क्लिक करायचं इथं स्टॉप
एवढंच इथलंच झालं तिकडचं झालं नाही कोणतं सुरू करून इथेच झालं मग तिकडचं झालं नाही ते
क्लिक करायचं इथं स्टॉप
ते सकाळचं काय नाही करप्ट झाले सोडते सकाळचं
एवढंच आहे
होय मग तिथलं कसं काय रेकॉर्ड झालं नाही आता आणि पुन्हा करायची पाळी गेली मला मग
हे नवीन आहे
हे नवीन हे कालचं हे मग ते मला एक सुरू करून द्यायला पाहिजे रे ते बाई केव्हा देते काय
कसं करायचं हे काय
हां नाही हे नाही दम नाही हे ब्रश ते वापरायचं ते नको इथे आहे हे ॲक्टिव्ह करायचं इथे नेऊन सोडायचं आणि इकडनं ते रेकॉर्ड करायचं आहे तिच्याकडनंच करून घ्यायला पाहिजे ते तिकडनं ते करून दिलं ते झालं असतं बघ असं होतं मला ते रूममध्ये करून दिलं असतं तर झालं असतं
चालू आहे की सर काहीतरी हे बघा
होय बंद करा
बंद कसं करायचं ते